Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. So we're on a bit of a slow slump here. We've had 5 consecutive seasons where we haven't even gotten a 500 record. And yet, out of some insane form of torture, my contract keeps getting renewed. So we need to decide what to do with some players this season. And this is going to be, I've decided, I'm officially putting it down now. If we do not win the world, no. If we don't get a plus 500 record, if I don't break out of this slump, I will resign at the end of the regular season. And we'll find a new season we'll find a new team. Or maybe even just start over again with like the Negro Leagues or the Japanese Leagues. Whatever. But this is going to be the last season. Unless the owner dies. Maybe if the owner dies, I will commit to a new season. But, Ryan Velade. How did you do since I traded you to Philadelphia? Not so good. Okay. So we need to make some decisions right away. And one of these is Francisco Mejia. How did you do by the end? See, I have to accept this option, and for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have a replacement catcher, and 2, he's hitting well enough to justify his pretty decent fielding. This has to be a no-brainer. Accept. Execute. Fetty is a dick and knows that he has no role on my team and yet still executed his player option. Bradley Zimmer. Now, Zimmer was hurt a lot. But if I void his option, I have a chance to maybe sign a free agent. So I'm going to go ahead and void his option. Before we do anything else, let me delete my email messages so I'm not cluttered. Let's look at the team. How did we do last season? Nick Donnelly had a career year, breaking the 30-homer mark for the second time in his career, and just really having an outstanding year hitting the ball, and also pretty good first baseman. He might even win a Gold Glove this year, although I'm not super happy. I don't think it's very likely, but it's possible. And he just signed a mammoth new extension, so it's a question about when this will bite me on the butt. Mitchell turned in another very fine season. He's been a really good draft pick for us. He's put in, what is this now? 3 consecutive good, solid, all-star quality seasons. He hits well, he gets on base, he steals, and he plays a pretty good second base. And he won a Gold Glove last year. Happy with Mitchell. Mejia, I miss this season. But he continues to be the best option I've got. And so I can't really afford to get rid of him just yet. Mike Webb, for the first time, I think, got a fair number of at-bats. And I think he's earned himself a role on next week's... he's earned something. He had a really good year in right field. He had a really good year this year. Plaza took something of a slight step back in his hitting. His fielding remained brilliant, but you moved him around to other positions, which confused me a little bit. But again, Plaza's here to play brilliant center field, not to, not to hit 1,000 home runs. And he still had a pretty decent season of hitting. Don't get me wrong. Miguel Sano turned out to be a pretty decent pickup for us. He did hit 30-plus homers. That's all he hit. And, he was bad at third base, but I didn't have, a better choice, so that's something. Vanterpool played shortstop for most of the season and did a meh job of it. Didn't hit that well. Pantoja was a late season pickup, and he's already impressed me quite a bit. He'll definitely get a role in this next season. In Lindor's first season of being driven entirely by his bat, the results are not promising. And I can't afford to spend this kind of money. I can't. But I can't get rid of him either. And then Hutchings, his first year in the majors, went okay. I think he could definitely be better, and I look forward to him being better going forward. Zimmer, we just voided his option. I might try to pick him up for another season, maybe. And Riley Adams was objectively bad. I mean, I don't know if you saw the last episode or not. His OPS plus last season was a 2. The 7 is an upgrade. He can't be that bad at hitting again, can he? Can he? So, if we look at the team home screen, I believe the lineup was pretty meh. Yeah, like 10th place in the AL. Bullpen was really good. And the rotation had some good spots and some not so good spots. Dave Strader put in his, this is now 4 years with 200 plus innings. Still striking the people out. He's just never mastered the changeup that I think would make him the mega elite pitcher instead of just merely very elite. And I've got a big contract with him for quite a while, so we'll see what happens. Atsuki really did well in his first year in the majors. I'm very pleased with how he turned out. He's one of the reasons I think there's optimism for the future. Already proving to be an excellent pitcher. Floyd, the control we always knew was going to be a problem. He did strike out a lot of people and gave up some home runs. He's earned, I think, a longer look. Let's sort by WAR. That's more efficient. Midget had a very underrated but important season. I think he's earned himself a role in the starting rotation as the guy that doesn't walk people, which is good. 20 starts, only 9 wins, maybe not perfect, but he had kind of an up and down sort of role. And I think he's matured very nicely indeed. McWaters, very good season. Steed, good season. Very good season for the bullpen as a general rule. And then Prather is starting to lose it a little bit. Do I just let Prather go? He's been kind of a security blanket for me. And I've almost got more starters than SS. Guerra was a super huge disappointment. I'm going to come out straight up with you. I don't know why someone with his talent is pitching so badly. Maybe I need to keep him in the bullpen for another year or two and see how he develops. I think we go ahead. All right, so let's look at salary arbitration. Who do I got coming up? A lot of pitchers. Do I just go to arbitration with all of them? I think so. Yeah. Man, Serrano didn't do so well this season. I wonder what his problem is. He looks like he should be really good too. I don't know what's wrong with this team. Do I need to fire my pitching coach? I mean, he favors power pitchers, but I mean, he is not developing anybody in terms of their ability to not stink. Okay, Arredondo. Okay, you're not even going to play Lindor next season, which I think is actually a fair move. Until he's earned it. I can live with that. Move Mitchell to short. Mitchell could play a pretty decent shortstop. I could live with this lineup. Okay. Let's go ahead and re-sign everyone in the minors. There we go. I could choose some better coaches in the minors if I'm honest with you. might be something to consider in a future season. Okay. Salary arbitration. Do I non-tender Prather? I mean, he had that awesome season in 2026, and it's really been kind of meh since then. He gives me league average innings, and that's about it. But that has value, doesn't it? I can maybe keep him one more year. I'm fine with just going to arbitration with most of these people. I mean, I can maybe try to jump on a couple and get them to sign short, longer deals, like McWaters. I have no money for extensions. And I have a little bit of money for free agents. So, okay. Yeah, it's fine. You did do okay for me last season. But that's a huge increase. I'm going to offer you $1 million and see what happens there. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have any ready-made, like, pitching people I could call up? I could give Figueroa a shot in the majors. I mean, it's hard to see how it would be worse than Prather. Guerra's got to get better. He can't be this bad forever, can he? It sounds like I'm talking myself into not re-signing Prather. And I'm having a hard time deciding why I shouldn't. At the very least, I could sign like a veteran who could provide some stability. I'm going to go ahead and non-tender him. I mean, he's literally replacement level. Everyone else here can walk. Anybody here that I actually care about, like offering like a minor league deal to? Not hugely. Yeah, we'll just let people walk. Although Danny Pallett had a really good year in AAA. Let's go and offer him a minor league extension if he'll take it. I doubt he will. I owe him some loyalty for that. All right. So let's look at possible call-ups. We need to look at people to put on the 40-man roster, too. Okay, Jeff Klein, you're off the 40-man. I need to start clearing some dead weight off the 40-man. Yeah, Kleckler, you're gone. Perez, you're gone. And some of those people are getting ready to walk, so I'm going to go ahead and waive Stetler, too. He's not a terrible player, I just don't have a spot for him. This is like left field or something. And maybe we'll hang on to Stetler for now. And then let's make sure we get people that need to be on the 40-man on the 40-man. Would you improve your game control, Mitchell? Very frustrating. Mike White. Yeah, we'll put on White. We'll put on Carlin. I'll add Figueroa. Other elite level prospects who need a spot? Nope. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Let us advance to the first award season. Oh, I have to call up McCracken. Fine. Wow, Kleckler, Perez, and Klein all got claimed. I should have traded them. Now I feel really stupid. I mean, none of those people are gonna like hurt my feelings or anything. But that's still kind of disappointing. I could have traded them and maybe got some value for them. Danny Pallett. I genuinely don't want you here anymore. I mean, you hit doubles, which is nice. I bet if I tried to offer you a deal, you'd just laugh in my face anyway. Nope. Sorry. Is there anyone I want to trade? Do I want to consider giving up on Guerra? He's not that thrilling. I like Guerra, though, and I think he's got potential to be really, really good. I mean, is he going to walk that many people every season? I don't think so. What could I get if I traded him? I get no offers. Well, that's reasonable. People to trade. I can't think of anyone I really want to trade. I don't really have a surplus at any one position. I didn't get a single... Oh, I guess I didn't get any National League Gold Gloves. Oh, Donnelly and Mitchell both won a Gold Glove. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations. Reliever of the Year. Seriously, 3 people in the White Sox bullpen all won, like, chances at Reliever of the Year. Are you kidding me? Okay, he did do his best work with Boston, but... So that's how they won so many games. They must have gotten really lucky. I don't think Donnelly's going to get a Silver Slugger. There's going to be some kid who's like 50 homers. Nope, not even one. Not even one. Damn, that's a good deal. I mean, Austin Beck's a really good player, but I mean, you picked up a catcher with some talent, a pitcher with some talent. I mean, none of those are A-plus prospects, but they're all at least solid B-size prospects. Oh, Atsuki took 3rd. That's nice. It's the closest we'll ever get to an actual award. Yeah, stupid White Sox. Wow, Otsuka didn't even get a chance? I mean, come on. I know he wasn't that great, but seriously. I know I wasn't going to finish any kind of MVP here. I think it's ridiculous. I don't know if this is just the way OOTP's engine is. Too many people are hitting too many home runs. I mean, 50 homer seasons should not be this common. And I can't tell you the last time I saw an MVP who hit less than 50. Basically means like your Francisco Lindors will never, ever, ever get an MVP award because anyone else just goes, boop, 50 homers. Let's go up to Hall of Fame voting. I just don't have anyone to really trade. Oh, my Hall of Fame ballot, right. Okay, Jose Bautista. Nope. Nope. Braun. Did I vote from last season? I'd give him one more vote. I mean, he's at least as good as the average Hall of Fame. He's borderline. I don't know why Bartolo Colon's not getting more support, but sure. Gio Gonzalez, nah. Cole Hamels, Felix Hernandez, not really. Matt Holliday, John Lester, I will cast a ballot for. Russell Martin, These are some subpar Hall candidates. Would I vote for McCutcheon? I don't think I would. Andrew Miller and Yadier Molina. I'll cast a ballot for him because he might get in just based on his defensive reputation. Pedroia, David Price, not really. Aramis Ramirez. I'll throw in a ballot for Ramirez. I guess I'll vote for Hanley, too. Jose Reyes, no. Jimmy Rollins, I'm going to change my mind on and give him a vote because Jimmy Rollins had almost 2,500 hits. And that's not easy to do. Scherzer, no. Teixeira, no. Justin Upton, new person on the ballot, no. Justin Verlander, yeah, I'll give him a vote. Now, someone in the comments asked me about Joey Votto. And Joey Votto is really, really good at drawing walks. And that's something that hasn't really shown up very well on Hall of Fame balloting. He's about as good as the average first baseman in the Hall by Jaws. And that's a lot of walks. So if we looked at his average season, he'd hit 33 doubles, 23 homers a year, and draw over 100 walks. His peak matches up with the average Hall of Fame first baseman. At his peak, he was dominant. If we look at this stretch from 2010 to 2016, except for 2014, that was kind of a bad year for him because he was hurt. He was really good. But if you look at like his last 5 years in our game, he had one really good year, one pretty good year, and then a bunch of years of crap because he kept getting hurt. I will vote for Votto this time around. He's got a better case than some other people that I'm voting for. Yeah, I cannot justify voting for anyone else on this list. Submit ballot. By the way, what happened to Andy Pettit again? Did he get in or did he get... Maybe I should spell his name right. No players. Am I spelling Pettit wrong? Or did the game delete him because he was retired? Let's see here. Andy... Maybe it's like this. No. Where did... Or is there like 4 T's in Pettit? Maybe there are 4 T's. There he is. He was never inducted in the Hall of Fame. That super bothers me. Can I can't just induct him myself because I'm in commissioner mode. This is really stupid. I don't know why the AI would not vote him into the Hall of Fame. I mean, as far as pitchers go, he deserves it. Fine. I'll try not to take it personally. I'm not even a Yankees fan, but I think Andy Pettit deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. That's me, though. Maybe you disagree. You're entitled to do so. Norfolk got what the players said. Gutierrez got what the players said. Webb got what the players said. Serrano got my salary choice. And McWaters. Man, arbitrators seriously dicked us over this season. Let's go up to free agency filings. Okay, so if we look at our budget, we have how much to spend? About $10 million. That's not going to be a lot. But we'll take a look and see what kind of free agents we might be able to pick up. Free agents. Yeah, let's start by looking and see if we can get another Kageyama situation. Like Steve Gardner. OSA thinks Steve's a superstar. We think he's junk. I will happily offer you a minor league deal, my friend. All right. We could upgrade the bullpen very cheaply indeed. But our pitching staff was more or less acceptable. Pat Ross couldn't start, could he? He'd be a borderline starter. He's so cheap. I'd be willing to give him a chance. Offer contract. I'll turn him into a starter and see how he works out for us. I have a first baseman who's already really, really good. But I could always DH you. And look at that home run power. That's what we've been missing. What if I ask you to take $8 million your first year, $9 million your second year, then $10 million, these 2 seasons, and then starting in, then we get some team options here. I'll actually give you an opt-out after year 4, because I'm such a nice guy. All right. This is an attempt to just inject some offense, any offense, into this team. We'll see what happens. Gardner might sign with us. Don't be revealing my secret talks. Frickin' baseball media. Come on. Yeah, Pat Ross might sign. Come on, Japanese guy. You want to be there with my friend, with your friend. Wow. Pat Ross is apparently like a super megastar that everyone loves. Holy shit. You're really happy about this. If I could get both of them. OMG. So I'm willing to give you a Prather spot. Excuse me. Let's go to the start of the winter meetings. He signed. He signed. I have a favor to ask you, Hata. Please do not be lying about your home run power, as we have desperately needed a good home run hitter for quite some time. Oh, that's the kind of signing we needed, and he took a lot less than I feared he would. I bet he'll probably take the player opt-out if I'm honest with you, but it's fine. He immediately gives us legitimacy. And Ross was such a good cheap pickup. How much did Igorishi cost? Haha, I got him for a whole lot cheaper. Ooh. That fires me up. I'm fired up now to see what happens in this coming season. If I get my own contribution to the 40 plus homer club, that could be enough. That could be enough. I know I probably have no money left in free agency. I like 500 grand, and you won't let me sign any extensions. Look at that. 21st highest budget in the major leagues. You're a dick, Roland. A real dick. But it's fine. Because I got Pat Ross, and everyone's going to come here to see him, and they'll be like, hey, who's this Japanese guy that's hitting all the home runs? He's kind of cool, too. And Steve Gardner signed. So if he turns out, great. If he doesn't, that's fine, too. Let's just jump ahead to the Rule 5 draft. I see no reason to mess with anything else. I'm just going to go ahead and sim the entire Rule 5 draft. I mean, I guess I can look at the pool and see if any of my really good players are there. Not really. Wait, Jonathan Tatum? My Jonathan Tatum? What did I get for you when I traded you? Is that how I got Guerra? No, I got Solar and Moda. That was a trade that didn't work out. Because Moda is hot garbage. Solar still played last season. He wasn't that bad. Finnegan, okay, Finnegan actually turned out to still have something left in his arm. But even last season, he wasn't that great, so. Ty Arnott had 2 pretty good seasons, but not good enough. I'll say no one won that trade. Let's be honest. No one really won that trade. Complete the draft. Hall of Fame voting. I would not at all be surprised if no one gets inducted this season. That class is kind of meh. That's my theory. Justin Verlander got in. Poor Justin Upton. Yeah, poor Aramis Ramirez, actually. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but, you know. The real one definitely does. Our version of him, maybe not. Justin Verlander was pretty good. I have no complaints about that. Wonder where Bradley Zimmer's going to end up signing. I don't know. It feels good to sign a big free agent. But we can compete, keep up with the Joneses. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Guys move Donnelly to third, I guess. Personal message, okay. Let's send him up to spring training. Zimmer might not get any offer. Either that or people just don't care if Zimmer signs. Ouch. Come on, Cleveland Scouts. Scout faster. All right, so who do we got in camp this season? Okay. It's a good camp. Good camp. Anyone else I want to invite to camp? Well, you got pushed up the ladder all of a sudden. I think you're trade bait. I'll be honest with you. You're going to hit okay, but you're never going to be a great utility player. I might try to trade you at some point here. Unger, that's fine. Yeah, there's no one here I think I want to invite to camp. Fabian Rivera, you need to be in Double-A this season. Maldonado just washed out. Yeah, he's been getting worse. I'll give you a chance to redeem your career in Double-A, but I don't know why I don't always just play it this way, where I have all like the high prospect people top toward the top. Makes sense. Poor Mike Webb. Actually, I shouldn't say poor Mike Webb. Poor me. He just turned a lucky season into $2 million. What is it about Ramos you love? I mean, he's not the worst player, but I don't know why you think he's like a super mega star. You called up Figueroa? I'm going to try to trade Figueroa right now. What can I get for Figueroa? Any interesting players? I could get a borderline starter. I see no reason to continue on. Go for it. Does OSA think he's... OSA thinks he's even really good. Why do you think Figueroa is all that great? I mean, he's going to hit home runs, but he's blocked here anyway. Yeah, let's complete the trade. I think that's a very fine deal for us. Yeah, we're kind of weak in the middle infield prospects, aren't we? I would like a middle infield prospect. Is there anyone else I can trade? Prospects. No, I think if I go to the Meet the Team screen, I can see the top prospects. Here we go. People still like Maldonado. Can I trade you for like a third base prospect? Because the hot corner is where I need... I do need help in the outfield too. He's mostly a mediocre hitter. I don't really need another relief pitcher. No matter how good they might be. Yeah, it's not really worth trading him. Anyone else I should consider trading? I'd trade Fetty in a heartbeat, but I doubt anyone will take him. I would literally take a bag of baseballs to get rid of his salary, but it's fine. Let's play some spring training. Let's see what happens. Unbelievable. Mata should have hit 10 home runs in his first game. Yeah, no one wants Fetty. We're having a suspiciously good run of luck in spring training. 4 days for Carlin. That's fine. Let's play up to the 27th. Lindor's out for a week. I'll go ahead and give him a stint on the DL. I mean, he's a mediocre DH at this point in his career. Let's see, is it 29th, the end of the spring training season? Nope, we still got more spring training to go. Lindor suffers a setback. He's going to be out for about another week. That's fine. Player development update. Anyone interesting change? Mike White got super good. Figueroa got worse. Carlin got better. Vanterpool got better. Hada got worse. Donnelly got better. Kozlowski got a little better. Hutchings got better, except for his potential rating dropped a little, but that's fine. Mike Rice got better. But he's losing control. That's not a good sign. And some other interesting people got a little better. Let's flip to April 5th. Hey, look, it wouldn't be the majors without, it wouldn't be a season without McCracken getting hurt. He's the new Roberto Osuna. Remember when we had him and he'd get hurt like all the bloody time? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Sano can have 10 days off. Down to Thursday, April 5th. Okay. So we've got a trim from 34 to 25, which isn't as much as you might think. Let us begin by checking our team for obvious send-downs. Figueroa, I don't need you. Pitching staff. I have 16 pitchers. Blasil, I will send down. Carlin, I will send down. Fetty, I will send down. No, he refuses. Damn it, Fetty. If White has even... White can go down. How many pitchers does it have me now? 13. Let's send down Micah Mitchell. I still think there's a chance that Mitchell can eventually develop some control. And if he does, he'll never go down. He'll never be in the minors again. Okay, pitching staff is set. Let's go and actually completely set it right now. Clear staff. Strader is ace. Otsuki number 2. Majet number 3. He had the best season. Sure. Majet number 3. And then let's say Pat Ross at number 4. And then Guerra or Floyd is the number 5 starter. I need someone who can actually not throw. I'm actually going to give Guerra a chance to win this job out of spring training. Ben Steed will be the closer again. 8th plus, high leverage. Mick Waters will be the 7th inning setup guy. Serrano will be the 6th inning setup guy. Norfolk will be lefty specialist and middle relief. What do we do with Gutierrez? Gutierrez, I think, will be long reliever / starter. Long relief / starter. I want Floyd to get some practical innings or he'll never get any better. So let's do for you middle relief / emergency starting pitcher. And then Fetty, you'll be middle relief. Use less often. Let's actually make you long relief / middle relief. I need to make sure I've got enough people in the bullpen so arms don't get blown out. So there we are. A good rotation, I think. How many innings did Majet pitch last season? Yeah, let's not push him too hard. Let's give him another season with the pitch count. Let's see, Guerra's 29. Ross is... Okay. Yeah, no one here really needs a pitch count, in my opinion. Besides Majet. All right, so we need to get rid of some offensive players. 4 of them to be exact. Kozlowski is an easy choice. Do I trade Vanderpool? What offers would I get for Vanderpool if I decided to trade him? I actually wanted like a prospect, but it looks like I'm getting people that might be useful now. I don't need pitching help. What do I need? I genuinely don't know what my team needs right now. I need prospects. Not someone I can use right now, but someone I can use later on. I could use like a Jorge Mora, but again, I'd rather have someone that can help the team right now. Vanderpool's getting enough interest that I don't feel the need to get rid of him right this minute. I'm sure they'll find something for him to do in the short term. Escudero, obvious choice to send down. Stetler, I'll send him down. That gives me 5 outfielders. That's fine. Then Ajibola, do I send him down? Maybe not. I mean, he's the only person that can competently play third base on the roster. Unless Donnelly plays third this season. He wouldn't be terrible at it. Or Vanderpool could play third. Okay, who's playing which positions right now? Let's start with that. Vanderpool at third. Okay, Ajibola's never going to get playing time right now if Cabral's also on the roster. Let's send him down. No, I'd like one competent hitting backup. So let's actually send Cabral down. And there we are. I really like this lineup. I think this lineup has a lot of potential now. Still not sure about having Mitchell play short and having Pantoja play second. Mitchell just won a Gold Glove. It's not fair to ask him to change positions. Go ahead. I'm going to force him in at second. And then if you want to put Pantoja at short, you can. I don't mind. Why won't you play Pantoja at shortstop? He's a perfectly good shortstop. All right. Donnelly at first, Hada at DH. Looks good. Haha, Mike Webb. No one likes you. Okay. So let us sim up to the day of opening. Ah, Lindor. I can't send you to the minors, can I? I can, but you might refuse. Yeah, you're going to refuse, aren't you? Damn it. And how many more years am I stuck with you? Okay, this is your last season. I can send down Ajibola and just give Lindor the spot. Let's see what you do with him. You're going to DH fricking Lindor. Seriously. I didn't, like, make a mistake, did I? No? Donnelly just won a Gold Glove at first base. Why would I move him? Whatever. I don't care that much. On to opening day. You want me to get a winning season? Top 100 prospects list. How are we doing in that, by the way? That'll be a good thing to end on for this episode. We're at 17th. That's a pretty good prospect. I'm not going to lie. That's a really lucky find, Kincaid. What is he better than some of my pitchers? The problem is we're finishing like in the dead center of the minor league systems, and we really need a couple of seasons where we can push ourselves up to the top. But maybe that'll have to be for another episode. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really excited about what might happen in the season. I'm hoping that our new first baseman will make a big deal. But we'll see. We'll see. That'll have to be for next episode, though. So until then, this has been Avindian wishing you good day, good luck, and good fortune.